is 60% fatty tissue. You got to understand. It's on the internet. Or everything I'm telling you is science.
Right.
It's backed by medical science. 25% of your blood is to support your brain every second. So that's why ladies are a weaker, honest. Ladies, 90% of the ladies are anemic. And I tell you what, my son is a doctor, so he gets all these journals. You know, it's estimated in USA, in about 10 years, it was written in the journal, 50% of ladies will become diabetic.
Wow.
That's shocking, right?
Yeah.
That was last year in the magazine.
That's a lot.
Because you know why? Ladies are anemic.
Right.
Interesting.
And why 8 years ago I started with the brain? Because brain is activate all the glands, all the nerve. If the brain is sluggish, if these brain cells are sluggish, all your whole body will be in danger. Okay? So, blood circulation, there's only one major coming up here supporting your brain. They done, in fact, USA government spent a lot of money studying how to prevent Alzheimer's disease. You know, the baby boomers, we saw, now even people 50 years old suffer.
Right, I get it.
And now because of all the technology, smartphone and all the, did you hear anything about 5G? It's going to damage the brain so bad.
Oh, really?
Oh, very bad.
5G's coming out really quick.
It is that electromagnetic, okay?
Right.
So you think, so USA studied this brain, I think it was a 10-year project, I read this report. They find out that healthy people's brain, they scan over 65,000 brain.
Wow.
Okay, it was a big study. The government supported the project. All those, out of the 65,000 that they were following up, those older seniors people, their brain has good blood circulation, they have healthy brains. They never, no problem. And they find out all those people suffering Alzheimer's disease or related brain problem, blood circulation very weak.
Makes sense.
So they know, but then the project concluded they have no medicine, they have no treatment.
Right.
Even till now, even though they subscribe medicine to them, like, you know, Parkinson's disease, you know, less tremoring, but that's not a cure. It is only going to be, see how long you can last.
Right.
Okay? Including people with mental illnesses, depression. Now children, you just look, now the children, estimated 10% at least, children are suffering mental problem.
Yeah.
Overactive autism,
Right.
Lot of autism.
and some of these violent kids, bipolar, I'm not kidding with you, it's increasing alarmingly.
Yeah.
Like in Taiwan,
Oh, in Taiwan too?
same, global. It's
Wow.
global. In Taiwan, the government published a report on the big newspaper saying 60,000 children in Taiwan suffering mental problems. They only have 30 doctors that are specialized
Wow.
in brain.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
And autism makes kids just kind of be like,
I
you know,
got
zombies.
customers coming in and telling me, my grandson is overactive. When I take them to the hospital in Taiwan City, then I realized a lot of children overactive. And I can tell you because I work in health for 30 years almost. I usually do a little survey. I am telling you, all 50% of these overactive kids,
right. Is that right?
they come from diabetes family history. 50%. So can you imagine USA is telling us that 10 years from now, 50% of the lady will suffer diabetes.
And that's gonna cost a ton of money.
Oh.
Oh, you
And
see
then all
this
the
lady
children.
get married, get children, grandchildren. I'm not kidding you. You can see this mental issue is going to be increasing alarmingly.
Wow.
There's no end.
Hmm.
This is real scary. You know what? It's the sugar.
Right. Yes.
Did
Oh,
you
yeah.
know when you eat a lot of
Pork
sugar,
noodles.
you don't burn it out? We're supposed to exercise, but we don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you have excess sugar and it going in damage your brain. That's what it is.
Hmm.
Because excess sugar turn into saturated fat.
What about all the preservatives too?
Those are petroleum oil.
Right. Right.
No one can escape that. We eat.
Right.
We have to eat.
Right. We gotta eat
We have to
something.
eat.
Right.
And we are busy, so you
Right.
get the convenient food.
Yeah.
Okay? So what we're telling people now, come on, if we don't eat, we'll die of hunger. If we eat, we'll die slowly.
Right. Right.
But anyway, so this is the big study. So I usually point out, hey, come on, if you're anemic, you better watch out. And why 8 years ago, I chose this topic, I was reading the black cumin seeds studies. One of the studies that they did, it was in a cancer institute in,
Coffee?
I think Carolina or wherever.
Coffee?
Okay?
Sure.
I have the information.
It's all black coffee. Sure. No sugar.
Black cumin seed has been, they were doing it, they were doing the research on cancer people taking black cumin seed oil, okay? And they found out that during those tests, these are the cancer patient taking chemo treatments, okay? And they realized the group that taking the black cumin seed oil, tumor shrink 50%.
Hmm.
And the bone marrow cell activity. That is, bone marrow is where they produce the red cell, white cell, and the platelet. Increased 250%.
Wow.
When I read that 8 years ago, when I started, I said, wow. I said, then if it works on a cancer patient, getting treatments, chemo, they're very weak. Usually, some of these cancer people, they're taking chemo treatment to the point that the blood is so low, the doctor had to stop the chemo.
Right.
Or they have to get a blood transfusion before they can continue chemo.
Hmm.
Now, if under that environment, that patient's blood can grow, I said, wow, then it's great for people, just ordinary ladies,
Mhm.
ordinary people that are anemic,
Hmm.
right? It should be a need. You know, people nowadays, the ladies are anemic, doctor
Yeah.
give them iron pill. I'm telling you, you're not allowed to take iron pill in excess of 4 years.
Oh, really?
It's metal, these are metal, it would damage your kidney.
Oh, wow.
I tell you what,
A lot of people, a lot of women take it. They give it to them.
Oh, absolutely, it's all in all the multiple vitamins,
Yeah.
everywhere. They even advertise, ladies, you take the iron supplement.
Right?
Very dangerous,
Hmm.
okay? Because one time I visited a lady during my years of working health related. This lady just lived in near Bay Area and she's only 30s. Okay, I walk into her house, she's very skinny and she has to do dialysis in the house 2 times a day by herself
Oh.
Hmm.
because her kidney was removed. The 2 kidneys were removed by the doctor. And no one donate, she cannot find a matched kidney transplant. So, you see, 30 some years old. So, when I went there, I asked her, I asked her, I said, ma'am, are you anemic? She said, oh yes, I'm anemic when I was a teenager. I said, have you been taking iron pill then? Yeah, doctor gave me iron pill to take.
Wow.
She took it for over 10 years.
And that destroyed her kidney.
Absolutely.
Wow.
You see, it takes more things than just iron to build your blood.
Hmm.
Right.
You need whole food.
Right.
You cannot just take a supplement extra.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's why I'm telling you, the more I in this health business for 30 years, the people that I talk to, that's why I tell you what, I love whole food. Rain soul is whole food.
Right.
And grind the seeds up. It's just
Right.
cold pressed, got a lot of phytochemicals in it,
Right.
protein, mineral, vitamin, everything's in it. Just take it. And we have no preservative.
Right.
I
This
don't
is
see
amazing.
how, you see, this is education. We just have to, when we share this product with people, this is it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna find anything better than rain soap
Right.
to feed your cells.
You have to feed yourself.
Oh yeah, all the phytochemicals, you know? So that's why, I'm telling you, it is so sad. That's why I learned. So I started teaching about blood in the brain, okay? So just remember, brain is 60% fat. You got to catch people's attention.
Right.
Why we sharing rain soap? Otherwise,
Right, 'cause
Everyone-
that's different than just inflammation
Yeah.
and what everyone else is saying.
otherwise they would say, oh, hundreds of supplements out there.
Mhm.
You know,
Right, that's a
depending
good
who's
point.
promoting it and people believing it.
Right.
Okay, but
Mhm.
this is something, it's a necessity. 60% fatty tissue. There's some tissues need saturated fat. We need to eat some, if you're not a vegetarian, we need to eat some, animal fat.
Right.
Okay, a lot of fish, a lot of beef, a lot of whatever you prefer.
Right.
If you're vegetarian, there's all kinds of vegetarian
Right.
plants, seeds, nuts, legumes. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to know
Yeah.
what to take.
Right.
But the brain is 60%. So 8 years ago, all I told myself is that, hey, if I talk to 10 people, help 10, 6 people come back and, I get good result. I'm happy already.
Yeah.
We're never gonna be, because we're all different. How can we say every person will get the same result?
Right.
Okay? So as a part, how should I say it, as we start this sharing, we just have to know what is our, how should I say it,
Market or
probability,
Mhm.
because, there are a lot of partners come in and they try to learn, but you're not gonna learn so quick. Come on, I studied over 30 years and I work with people 30 years.
Mhm.
A lot of people get discouraged. How come they take 2 boxes, then get no feeling, nothing? Oh, when do I tell you? It takes 1 year at least to start regenerating the brain cells. That's medical science.
Right, from all the damage that we've done and all that stuff.
It takes, yeah. So we need good fat and we need, saturated fat and we need unsaturated fat. Our body, when we eat our 3 meals, our body will sort it all out. But you need 60% good fat. Good. Okay?
Right.
Not the bad fat.
Right.
So I tell people usually say, well, you figure out what kind of fat you have in your brain.
Right.
Okay? But it will show. Because in the back of the brain is 12 pairs of nerve. 12 pairs of nerve. And then of course through the spinal, down into the whole spinal cord, there's another 20 nerve. Recently, I get really serious in looking into the brain because here I'm seeing all this testimony.
Mm-hmm.
And I never like to hear people talk about miracle. No.
Right.
This is science stage.
Right.
Science age.
Right.
Right.
Everything got to be explained. So I can tell you 12 pairs of nerve. And if you have a lot of bad fat here, okay, you see it?
Mm-hmm.
It can block your smallest capillary. Not just talking about the big artery. So when I talk about blockage, I'm talking about all the vascular systems. 75% of the arteries or the blood vessels are small. They are so small, They are the size of the hair.
Mm.
If you have a little tiny blockage inside, you're dead. In that area, that section
That's,
will be lacking oxygen. Lacking, why? No blood circulation. It's called blockage. If you block the biggest one in the heart, you can do a bypass,
Right.
right.
but not in the brain. Not in the brain, not into the small one. Okay? That's why I'm so, this is almost 8 years ago. I remember Rachel called me from Malaysia saying, "Hey Susie, a lady taking Rinso, now her eyes open, she can see. She was blind." I said, "What?" I mean, I flew to Malaysia to meet
To
this lady.
see.
You know, that was the really early days. We got nothing. Well, a friend, this lady had a retina detach. She had operation. She's a diabetic. Only 50 some years old. After 2 surgery, blood clot occur on that eye. She cannot see for 6 months. The doctor offered another surgery, but no guarantee. No guarantee. Because he said, I can remove that clot, but the new one can occur. So that's why doctor cannot guarantee, which is very true.
Right.
We're
Right.
clocking every day.
Right.
You know? So her friend gave her 3 packets of ring soap. And she took 1 a day. After 3 days, every day she expect miracle, right?
Right.
After 3 days, she saw some light.
That's great. That is a miracle.
She asked her friend, "Can I buy several packets from you?" You know, in the early day, 8 years old, I don't. We just provoke a small box. It used to come in 20 packet a box.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
How much was it?
Yeah, but early
Same
day,
price?
Yeah, almost.
A little more
bit
expensive?
cheaper.
Oh, a little cheaper.
Yeah. And so, but I tell you what, the guy sold her 3 more packs.
3 bags.
Yeah, she took the 3, so altogether 6 days.
Just 1 a day.
Just 1 a day. And after the 6th day, she woke up the next morning, 7th day. She looked at the clock, 5:30. She went to the kitchen and saw the ants crawling.
Wow.
I'm telling you,
So it was the good fat that got in there and got their blood moving. And,
I'm blocked. You know, like the live blood
unblocked it.
test?
Yeah.
The live blood test that we see?
right, so it got the red blood cells moving.
You are
Wow,
so
that's what it's
The good oil in the ring soap,
Yeah.
the essential fatty acid, good oil go in,
Yeah.
and just kind of like clean up the red cell.
Right,
The oxygen goes in and
right.
just separated the clot.
That's good.
So that's what made the difference.
Oh, I'm telling you, I have, for 8 years now, I'm so confident. When people have high blood pressure, the blood is thick, I tell them take it 3 times a day. Keep your blood going. Keep that's why I came up with the good oil and bad oil out.
Right,
It just clean up the red cell, the membrane just got this sticky bad oil.
right.
Right.
So even in Asia, they have a lot of high blood pressure. Even though
Absolutely, diabetes.
even though they eat more plants and more things, it's
No.
We walk,
Nowadays,
we fry,
everybody eat the
it's
same
the
thing.
same now, right?
we fry the food, everything the same.
Wow.
McDonald's all over anyway.
Right, pizza and everyone's just
Yeah.
eating all the bad stuff.
Oh yeah. So you gotta understand, this is it. So all these testimony, senses, the eye, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 control the eye. You know what is the other eye illnesses? When you look out, you see lines.
Oh, I know what you
You see
mean.
lines.
Oh, your
What's the name of that?
your aunt had that.
Blood.
Yeah, the
Red-
eye.
Yeah,
Blood
yeah, it was
vessels.
a-
Yeah, I can't think
It's
of
a
it.
particular part.
Macular
Mac-
degeneration.
Macular degeneration, that's it. There's a man this is again 7 years ago. And, well, I thank you, these people just go on and tell, because once I got that lady, he's taking 6 packets, clean up the small vessel behind the eye. You see, the eye is the hardest part to heal,
Right.
Yeah.
okay? They're all small vessels, okay? And this man, he's a physical teacher. He's a physical education instructor. 59 years old, very handsome, tall, because he's an instructor, right?
Uh-huh.
And after the meeting, he got up and shared. He suffered 6 years of macular degeneration. Lines, doctor cannot do anything, okay? And any supplement out there that are good, he already taken them for 6 years. And just no good,
Right.
okay, no good. And he could go blind, A friend share about good oil in, bad oil out, okay? Because of the lady in Malaysia, she's on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
And because of this lady's testimony, I got so much confidence that this product brings in oxygen to the smallest capillary, okay? And so this man, normally I teach people, you go 3 times a day. You take 3 times a day. I have more confidence to tell them take more now. 3 times a day. 1 in the morning, 1 at lunch, and 2 at night. Why? When we sleep at night, you're resting. Your nutrient will absorb better. And then recently, I have a lot of doctor friends. They said when you take it at night, it really works on your heart. Because, you're laying down, your blood will just focus, because the heart is the one that is pumping at night. So I usually tell people if they need help, take 2 at night. You can take it after dinner, hour before they sleep. Well, this man took it for 7 days. 7 days. After that, he woke up that 8th morning, all the line disappeared.
Wow.
Clear vision. All I can tell you, it is that's why I say 8 years now. I have seen testimony that I've never heard it from other companies.
Mm-hmm.
Never. And it's based on this. This is science. These are documented nerve. Okay? Out there, the supplement talk about, take this, I'm saying vitamin C, vitamin A. It's too general.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing feeding the nerve. Trust me. Nerve needs oil. The nerve that runs to the whole connection in the body is called autonomic nerve system. That wiring all wrapped by fat. Good fat or bad fat? You tell me, what have you been eating? Bad fat. Everyone in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
We enjoy our French fry. You know what I'm saying? We enjoy our food.
Right.
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 You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah, so no one can deny that. So this is where you want to educate people. Why they need to come in to become a partner. You're going to take this product for life.
So we just have to force them to listen to us, or
Faith. Because I got all the testimony.
Right.
Faith, number 5 nerve, scalp and chewing. Last year, 12 months ago, there was a man in Hong Kong. I think he probably 60 years old, and well-dressed, came in with a suit. I'm pretty sure he's an insurance manager, okay? Well-to-do. He came to my meeting, he sat there, listened, and then after the meeting, my friend said, please talk to this gentleman. He has a frozen cheek. It's like this. Frozen. And his eye go blink, blink, blink. Okay? He suffered 3 years. And the doctor checked everything. Nothing the doctor can find. It's not a stroke. What caused it? I learned it from Dr. Kwok. Dr. Kwok said, most of the people suffer because of virus, bacteria, parasites. Okay? There are more bacteria in our body than our cells. The ratio is 10 to 1. You think people growing fungal nails are simple? It's simple if your immune system is strong, but it's not simple because that bacteria can grow overnight.
Right.
Very fast. I have friends tell me they were fine, just overnight tumor grew. Just next morning, a tumor appeared in her throat.
Right.
Just overnight. I happened to travel with this lady. She ate something at dinner that I didn't think was good for her because she suffered breast cancer. She got 3 surgeries already. So I kicked her. Don't eat it. There's certain food you're not supposed to eat.
Right.
Okay? And she said, oh no, just 2 pieces, okay.
Once in a while.
Yeah. So guess what happened? We flew to Japan that night. We woke up in the hotel. Like I said, I mean, we shared the room.
Right.
She yelled in the morning, said, oh, Susie, a tumor in my throat.
You-
That's how fast it is.
Wow.
Oh my heavens.
Everything, even
And that's a
tumor,
parasite?
cancers.
That was a parasite, or that was fungus?
I'm telling you what Dr. Kwok said. In our body, there's parasites, molds, fungals, okay, virus.
Okay.
These are stuff that
It's already
non-curable.
Okay.
These little living organisms
Just threw it
are
out.
friends that reside in our system forever.
Right, okay. That's
The
true.
day we die, get buried, these are little organisms will eat us up, decompose us.
Wow.
This is a fact.
Yeah.
You think people talk about candida? That's it.
Yeah.
This is candida. These are little creatures inside. Ratio is 10 of them, 10 to 1 cells.
So the black cumin is what got rid of that,
Yeah.
all the bacteria on the cheek and all that stuff.
That's the science.
Right.
That was published.
Right.
That's what, thank God for Dr. Kwok coming in to teach us.
Oh.
She read all these reports, and one of the study is that one of the patent was these viral infections. That was a patent by, black cumin seed has 6 patents. Diabetes, cancer, immune system, viral infection, asthma, and psoriasis.
Wow.
These are the 6 patents, okay?
Wow.
I have those slides, okay?
Okay.
I'll give them to you.
Now, would the pure then be something really
Oh
important?
yeah, very
Now, I'm
good.
gonna add into this.
Okay.
That's the whole point.
Okay.
Let me finish this band,
Okay.
okay? So back in my mind, when you're telling me is that there must be some fungus, bacteria, chew up one of your nerve,
Oh my gosh.
okay? Well, doctor cannot find, Dr. Kwok said, 50% of the people die in the hospital today, worldwide, because of these fungus little organisms.
Right.
Because antibiotic cannot take care of it, steroid cannot. They cannot, because they are part of us.
Right.
You just have to make sure you're strong, your blood has good oxygen to travel.
Right.
If they're not traveling, this is the area that's going to be infected.
Right.
You see? So I'm telling you. So this man, then 1 month ago, while he came to my meeting, his nose was bleeding for 1 hour. And he went to the hospital, doctor checked him out, no cancer. No cancer. Why he bleeding 1 hour? So doctor gave him steroid spray to spray every day
Yes.
to prevent infection. Well, that's a standard medical procedure. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I asked the gentleman. So I already knew it's all those little organisms eating him up. I said, sir, you need to take my ring salt. The black cumin seed can combat these little
Bacteria.
organisms.
Uh-huh.
He very skeptical. I said, you need to take 6 packets a day. 2 in the morning, 2 lunch, 2 at night. The Dr. Cook said, front loading, load up this so-called black cumin seed, the research, they were using oil, okay? 24 to 48 hours greatly reduce these little organisms. That's what in the research that Dr. Cook showed us, okay? And so I told the man, and of course, you know, I can tell he's very skeptical, and I'm telling him to take 6 packets. Because with this type of symptoms, you tell them take 1 packet, 2 packet, it won't work.
Right.
It's not like the lady that clogged in the eye,
Right.
okay? This is something else. So for fast results, you have to do it accordingly.
Right.
Someone can take 1 packet, or it work.
Right.
Some have to take more. This type of people have to take more. So I told him, I said, sir, you don't take this product, the next thing they're gonna chew your eye nerve, you're gonna go blind, and they're gonna chew your ear, and you're gonna go lost hearing. This is
Right,
it.
right.
These little organisms travel in your whole body, in the blood.
Right.
But he's still skeptical, so I told him, I said, sir, you just gone to the hospital. Why don't you ask the nurse to give you a copy of your blood test? I want to see your red blood cell and white blood cell and your platelet. So he did. He called. 15 minutes later, he got it. He got his blood test in the WhatsApp, the phone. And he looked, and then he came back up front to talk to me. And his face looked different now. At first I told you, when I told him to take 6 packets, he just, you can tell the look, he's not believing, right?
Right.
But his face changed. He showed me his blood test. His red blood cell got circled, and white blood cell circled. I said, sir, these are circled. Did the doctor tell you anything? He said, no. Doctor said everything's fine. No cancer. Which is true. Doctor is right. Because his red and white blood cell were 4.0. They were within the scale, the range. So I took a study on that. So the doctor has to tell you you're okay. You're in normal range. But sir, 2 years from now, you're going to be older. Your immune system, you don't do anything, your immune system will be weaker. Your cells will jump below 4.0. Let's say 3.7, 3.5. You're out of scale, doctors say your blood is in trouble. Okay? From the nutrition standpoint, I want you to move up to the middle. I want you to increase your red cell, white cell, while you're young now. Because we're all getting old. We'll slow down everything. You know what? After he saw the blood test, I explained to him, his eyes were open. He went and bought 20 boxes. He signed up.
Wow.
Okay? He signed up. And every time when I go to Hong Kong, I would ask my partner, how is that gentleman with the frozen cheek? Took him 6 months. Cheek grew back.
Wow.
No blinking. 1 year now, 12 months now, he looks very good. This is a fact. That's why I'm telling you, I thank God for the wisdom 8 years ago. I don't want to talk about antioxidant. I don't want to talk about these general stuff that other companies are promoting. Especially these crazy products that sale talking to sale. I mean, don't tell me that. It's a fact. I need food. If you don't eat 3 meals a day, you're gonna be,
Right.
you know, I have no energy. Don't tell me we
Right.
need food.
Right.
Rainsoul is part of the food system.
Right.
It's not like a capsule. You know what I'm saying? They're
Right.
good. I'm not saying they're no good.
Right.
I am looking for a whole food that I can eat more. Is like eating another dish. You know what I'm saying? And I want the whole family can take it, and for the rest of my life. You know, the food is getting rotten. GMO, I mean, come on. This is what I'm saying. We're getting from the source of the seed nutrition, cold press. Where you gonna find that? So this is why I tell people, they ask me what is your product, I explain to them. And this is what, the whole family could be taking it and sign up. So even my people suffering cancer, they sign up. They buy the big pack. I say you need to take them for 3 months. Okay, 6 packets a day. See, I've seen testimonies. Everything. One lady, ear, hearing and equilibrium. You know how a lot of people need hearing aid? I don't care young or old. Unless cause created by accident. Okay? If you're born with it, you can hear. Why you cannot hear when you get old? Or why you cannot hear after a high fever? The last children have high fever, brain damage. Okay, I see a lot of them. This is one college girl in Hong Kong. She cannot hear after the fever. Her classmate got a lot of psoriasis, and Rinso, after several months, took care of it. So the classmate saw that and say, hey, you think your product, I have a little booklet. I print this out so so the girl said, I think I can try. I said, you think my hearing will come back? Why not? You were born okay. It just caused from the fever. Our body regenerates every day. Our body regenerates. We keep falling here every day, but it grew back. Right? The only people bald-headed because they cannot grow it. So she started taking 4 packets a day. After 1 month, still not working. No change. My friend told her, go increase 2 more. You see, we so confident. We're so confident about the product. I don't care what's going on. There are people who have cleansing problem.
Right.
Don't worry. Okay? But in this case, nothing worked. We said, well, come on, take 2 more packets. So she increased to 6 packets. 2 weeks. The hearing came back.
Wow.
It's all about the tissues got inflamed. When the fever time comes, it just destroyed one of the nerve. You know? You just have to take enough. Everyone different. We don't know how dry you are, but the nerve can grow back. But it takes longer time, usually take 1 year. But she's younger. She's a college student. So we took a chance to tell her, give her confidence to take. But see, if she stopped at the 4 packet a day, 1 month she stopped, she lost the chance, right?
Yeah.
But see, we partners, we have to be giving them confidence. Come on, take more.
That's what I tell people.
Take it, take up to 10 packets.
Double it up.
Right.
Okay? You let that nerve revive. Come on, your plant is dying, you know, you need to take care of it for a little while, then it starts sprouting again, right?
Right.
Our body is the same thing, no magic. We just have to have confidence that this product works on everything.
Right.
And it does. Because it starts with the brain and every cell. Muscle swallowing, saliva gland, I mean, tell you what, many people get treatments in chemo,
Yeah.
they're all dried up. Keep taking it. This is the one I want to show you. Heart, lung, digestive organ. This is the one, I told you, I tell you, I love to study. And I'm going to focus on this, okay? Muscle of the throat. You hear people cannot swallow things?
Yeah.
What's the brain? The nerve is hardened. Come on, God make us the same. If you can
Right.
swallow, you can swallow.
Right.
Okay? Muscle of the tongue. People cannot talk. Why? It's the nerve. Number 12. It's the nerve control. And I tell you what, recently there are a lot of herbal doctors. There are a lot of these natural people in Asia, right?
All right.
There's one exercise I'll show you. Everyone should do, especially, you know why? now that we're so intense using the smartphone,
Oh,
everybody have
Oh,
neck
that's true.
trouble.
Oh, right.
And you know what? When you have neck trouble,
Yeah,
you're gonna hurt.
yeah. That's a good point. Never think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, never think about
So
You have neck trouble, you're gonna be not doing your brain a good job. Blood circulation is gonna hinder. Because there's only one big vein going up there. Okay? So it's a good exercise. She said you should do it 10 times a day. Or at least 2 times a day, at least 2 times. But the little more you do, you see your neck muscle feel better.
Mm.
You stick your tongue out. As long as you can push your tongue out, do it at home. What do you do at home?
Just do it. You're worried about it, just do it.
it. 10 times a day.
You go really long, and then you curl your tongue back.
Oh,
As far back as you can. You know, by doing that, you are moving the nerve
interesting.
because it's part of the brain. In fact, these teachers at nature say that will prevent your Alzheimer's disease.
Yeah,
I
wow.
understand. It's the blood.
Right.
It's the
It
blood
does the blood.
circulation.
What about digestion? My mom's got diverticulitis. Is that,
Very good.
yeah?
I'll get to that.
Okay.
Because I want to talk about the pure.
Yeah.
So you understand now, okay? And also do yourself good. Massage your ear
Ears, yeah.
2 times a day.
Yeah.
The whole ear. Just massage it.
That's how they do Chinese massage. Yeah.
It has
They
all
always
the
do your
nerve
ears.
reflex. So
Oh,
just
yeah.
do that at home when no one watching you.
It feels good. It just feels good. I woke up early today.
That's it. When you go and get a massage, they're
When
always
you're
But
driving
there's
around.
so many nerves reflecting the whole body.
Yeah,
Right.
this is the eye part.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's
So it is amazing. So I tell you what, I hope home parties is really good. That's what we're starting in Taiwan now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So you invite people over and you give the presentation on the,
Yeah, I teach I give them a little folder and then they flip the chart.
Uh-huh.
So just talk about one thing is enough.
right?
Because I tell you why, I have a man in Kaohsiung, Taiwan, southern part. Because of the Parkinson lady,
Mm-hmm.
earlier I told you, they saw her in church, she got up and walked and started driving again. This lady went and asked her, I want to buy your product for my husband. Because her husband has tunnel vision.
Oh,
He cannot see 180 degrees. Slowly, he has been like this. You know, eventually it will close up. And it went on, she's over 20 years.
wow.
It started a little bit, you know, people, you
It
don't,
takes time. It
a
just
lot
takes
of
time
people
for that.
figure, oh, just a little bit.
It took many years to get that way.
Correct, exactly.
Right.
That's what I tell people.
And then, so you can see,
It's not gonna happen right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4 eye nerve. And his hearing, one ear, he's using hearing aid. And he talk very, not clear,
Mm.
worse and worse. He's not,
Calm down.
you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nerve.
Wow.
So guess what? The wife bought the product from this lady, okay, and gave it to the husband. He just took 2 packets a day. You see, for men,
They don't use much.
yeah, exactly. Only if it's these little organisms,
Never-
then you have to go a lot, okay?
Right.
Okay, so you have to figure out what they are, okay?
Right.
Usually I ask people fingernail. If they're fingernail, I say go 6 packets. Because you know, you take 2 packets, not gonna work.
Right.
Yeah. So he took it for like, I don't know, about 3 months. Not too long. His vision came back,
Wow.
180. His hearing aid dropped off. No need. And he improved in speaking. Improved.
Mm.
Oh, I met the wife several months later. Okay, and she told me, she said, oh, Miss Susie, can I give you a hug? This product really helped my husband. See, this is an amazing thing.
Yeah.
But you have to take it consecutive.
Right,
It's
and they have to be
consecutively.
and they have
Don't
to
say
be
take it one
consistent.
day and then forget. I take it. Not every day. No, you need that
Yes.
nutrient, the essential fatty acid every day.
I was gonna share with my mom's memory, because you told me 2 years ago for Alzheimer's, take
Yeah.
2 sols, 1 core every day.
Yeah.
So 2 years now, she's doing like really good. She still forgets stuff,
Oh, sure.
But last, I think it was June, they went to Arizona because they moved back to California.
Mhm,
And I know they took their bag of sols,
mhm.
but they came back with the same bag. So
Oh, they
I wasn't there
did,
to
yeah.
remind. They were too busy moving and stuff. So when she came back, my sister says, "My mom's doing really bad." I said, "Well, did she take her soul and stuff?" She's like, "I don't know." So when I went to their house, I saw the little bag. I said, "You guys need to you need to see her. When you see her, just give her one." I said, "I don't
Yeah,
care
exactly.
if you ask, just give it to her because she got behind in a week.
Right.
She was a little bit disoriented and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, every time I call them, did you take your soul? Did you take the green?
And you can
So-
tell a big difference how
Yeah.
they're doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Then people don't understand. We say, oh, then I rely on this product. I would be
yeah.
addicted. No, I said, don't you understand? When you stop using your brain, it
Right.
needs energy.
Right.
It needs food.
Right. You're
If you
gonna
stop
always
eating,
need.
I tell you,
Yeah.
stop eating for 2 days, you're gonna be laying there.
Right. Right.
So it's not addicted.
Yeah.
Right.
We are created to
To eat.
Consume
Yeah, we need to eat.
And it's
We need
whole
food.
food.
Exactly, it's whole food. Okay, so this is it. I mean, I tell you, I've seen all the testimony you can find. I'm focused on this.
Okay.
Once you understand this, you guys gotta go. I'm not kidding with you. You can memorize this. I can send you
Can I
this
use it?
picture.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go. I'll wait for you.
Yeah.